This is a typical meal served to astronauts aboard Apollo space flights. Oatmeal, sausage, apple.
This is not a test. This message has been broadcasted by the Department of Defense of the Republic. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. To ensure your safety, please do not turn off or silence this emergency broadcast. This is a message to all northern and eastern side people living in the United States of America. Recently, over the past month, there has been an active reality shift, and researchers believe we are entering the zones outside of existence and reality. This has affected chunks of reality shifting colors, shapes of objects, erasing or adding objects from reality, and even people in the United States of America. Places that should be lit up have been darkened by an unknown 4D object. Light sources have been acting strange or coming out of nowhere. These affected areas, locations affected may have objects shift in and out of existence in reality as we know it. New objects created out of nowhere, and or proceeded to spawn creatures unknown to science, that can look like uncanny human forms, such as relatives and complete strangers, to a downright terrifying unidentified entity that can tear you from reality as we know it into an unknown place in the universe, or outside of it as a whole. We're calling these locations point void locations, and they should be avoided at all costs. People who wander into point void locations have been reported to come out looking uncanny, have asymmetrical limbs, missing limbs, become glitchy, or have shifted into a completely different unknown creature or substance entirely. If you live near a point void location, please evacuate and seek help from a trustworthy source such as the police, your local government agency, or the freedom fighters of the United States of America. If you have found yourself in a point void location, run as fast as you can to the closest exit out of point void and to a nearby light source to catch your breath, then to keep running. If you, or your loved one is in the vicinity of a creature from a point void location, back away slowly and don't make a sound, don't even talk, and don't even whisper. Not even to the persons with you if you are with somebody in the unfortunate event of being in the vicinity of one of these creatures. The sound will draw them in. If one of these point void creatures are in your field of vision and they happen to see you, stop what you're doing. Don't look them in the eyes. Copy their movements and act as uncanny to humans' behavior as possible. Make robotic sounding sentences that don't make sense if they come close to you and start a conversation. This will trick them into thinking you're one of them because they don't know how to form a real conversation, but know what a real conversation is supposed to sound like. If you notice a loved one acting strange, out of the ordinary, looking uncanny, have extra limbs or missing limbs, have tattoos that weren't there before or in the wrong spot, abandon them immediately, for they are a point void creature, disguising themselves as a loved one to later take you out of reality into the void of non-existence, where your fate is unknown. Or worse, don't stay in one place for too long, for point voids are attracted to living organisms in places like forests, woods, and national parks, or anywhere with a lot of nature, are at higher risk of succumbing to point voids and becoming a lethal location. In the event that you failed to trick a point void creature into thinking you're point void creature, run as fast as you can and get to a place that is armed with knives and guns. Grab anything that could potentially harm the creature and try to slow it down as much as you possibly can. These creatures are indestructible but can be distracted by violent objects such as guns, knives, and even chairs. We believe they are indestructible because they are not completely inside of this reality, therefore cannot be killed inside of this reality. So don't try to kill a point void creature, otherwise you will end up dead, or even outside of reality.
Or worse.
Get to a safe hiding spot the moment the creature has been successfully distracted, and stay hidden until all creatures of point void in your local area have been dispersed out of your sights. When exiting your hiding spot, promptly get to the next hiding spot, preferably as far away from a point void location. Don't make a sound, not even a pin drop. Walk as slowly as you can while still getting to the location you desire. Carry a large hiding object such as a human-sized box with you to hide in. If you happen to make a sound and need to hide that very second, make sure it has small holes in the box, so you can see when the creature leaves. Don't look at them in the eyes through the box. They will know you're in there if you do. They will know you're in there if you do. They will know you're in there if you do. They will know you're in there if you do.
They will know you're in there. They will know. They will know. They will know. They know. They know. They
Evacuation protocols have been activated in the local areas affected by the shift in reality, and in the nearby outside areas that aren't affected parts of the United States, as of this current broadcast. We know this by tracking the If you did not escape because you are surrounded by point voids, call 911 and we will send a helicopter to your location as soon as possible. When this broadcast ends, pack lightly and pack essentials such as food, water, and a small bit of clothing. If you have access to a car, personal sentimental items may be brought with you but in small amounts. Stay toe-to-toe with your loved ones. Take a car if possible and avoid public transport. If you do not own a car, go on foot as possible or on a bike. Stay safe, and stay here in this reality. Thank you for listening to this emergency broadcast brought to you by the Department of Defense of the Republic, and have a nice day.